Good morning, friends. On behalf of the School of Engineering and Technology, Indira Gandhi National Open University, I, Rakhi Sharma, Program Coordinator, ACPDM, welcome you all in this interactive teleconferencing program of Advanced Certificate in Power Distribution Management. Friends, as you are aware that we conduct teleconferencing sessions on various topics related to the power distribution sector, and for this we invite the eminent experts from the power sector. Now, let me take this opportunity to introduce the experts of today's session. We have Shri R.C. Dhup, General Manager, APDRP Distribution from NTPC Limited. We welcome you in this program, sir. Friend, we would like you to you'd ask the question related to the topic from our expert so that we can make this session more interactive and effective. Our toll-free number is 1800-12345. So friends, today we will discuss the IT interface in customer service. Now, I would request Shri R.C. Dhup to take up this presentation.
Thank you, madam. Welcome to all the students of this ACPDM course. And the topic, as you have read it, is IT interface in customer services. ITV means Information Technology Interface. As we all know, information technology has brought the country in the world scene, and it has become an important tool for all the business processes. Now, when we focus information technology and look from the only view of the customer services, we find that the information technology can play a very vital and effective role to improve the customer satisfaction. Now, that is what kinds of the services we can provide a customer: information, its satisfaction, then metering and billing and collections. We find these are the areas mainly the customers interact with the distribution utilities. Now, the Government of India has initiated the reforms in the distribution sector of the power, and customer satisfaction is the key objective of each of the reform processes initiated in this segment of the power industry. Now, to achieve the customer satisfaction, the first and the foremost is the high quality of the supply that we give it to our consumers, which should be reliable as well. And we have to give a good customer support and provide him the efficient services. Now, we find that the information technology, it can be used very effectively and efficiently to improve the customer services which had been lacking so far. Now, if we look at the segment of the support or the information where the customer requires, most of the currents, if we prioritize, are only on fuse of call or no current calls. That is, the consumers complaining that they have no power or the power has gone. This is the main and maximum number of the consumer complaints are to this account. The another is, consumer has always a grievance on the metering and billing related issues. Each time he is looking forward for certain clarifications on the billing issues. Then each consumer at some point or the other, depending upon the economic status, which if continuously improve of each of the individual in his life as the life goes on, is for the load enhancement. When the standard of the living and the economic conditions in the country are improving, people are looking for the load enhancement because more and more gadgets are available to make their life more comfortable. Another is new connections. Now, new connections are mainly for whenever you build a house or the new area gets developed, so at that time the connection is sought, or on the existing buildings the additional floors are added, or consumers, this is how they get added. The another is transfer of ownership. Buying, selling of the properties also leads to the change of ownership, or in the case of inheritance of the properties, this needs a transfer of ownership. Now in today's world, when the IT has grown, the communications have grown, the people are accustomed for value-added products and its services. So each time the consumer is expecting from the utility to have better services while adding the value to it. If we look at our present consumer complaint, how we address this, most of the time in each of our boards and the utilities, all the complaints are being handled manually, barring a few in the last 4 or 5 years in some of the utilities where the IT systems or more user-friendly systems have been introduced. How manually they are handled is, that is, they are either handled in the subdivision of the local area or in the substation. Almost all no current complaint or fuse of calls are registered in the substations, the locally itself. They are all manual processes without any automation, and they are generally being attended by the local substation staff itself. Even when the complaint is registered in the substation, it is passed, when it's registered in the subdivision, it is passed to the concerned substation where the maintenance staff is available. Now consumer complaints are generally entered in sort of a register or in the complaint book, where each complaint there is a separate sheet. Now these complaints, once attended, there is no proper feedback to the customer that your complaint has been attended. Moreover, the system being manual, the report within the utility is not also available or passed to the senior officers. Even the ordinary management information systems, like the number of complaints received in the given period and the number of complaints satisfactorily attended, even the nature of a complaint is not available. So we can say there is no proper system of resolution of consumer grievances, and this system is also lacking in accountability and responsibility. And if we find the consumer is having billing related complaints or meter related complaints, he has to virtually keep on running from table to table, from office to office, from desk to desk to get his complaint addressed. So this has been the present scenario and is existing even in most of the places, and each one of us as a consumer and a user of electricity are aware of this. So this need not to be highlighted further, since we are all aware in the existing setup. Now IT facilities, how do we go in enhancing the customer satisfaction? Now Electricity Act 2003 envisages that competition will be there, and when we have a competition, certainly there will be improvement in the quality of customer service, and we will have a better satisfied customer. So when we look at the customer interface of the IT, so following facilities are being advocated and being deployed by the utilities in somewhere or the other. Many of the utilities, maybe in the small towns or the metro areas, they are already available and which are being extended. Very first thing is, today we are in the IT world, we are all connected on the broadband or through the normal PNT lines of the modem. So we have web enabled system where the websites are interactive. Another thing on the telephone, through the PBX system, is interactive voice response system. Most of us would have experienced for travel related information, or even on the offline phone banking systems, or even the telephone, even railway networks, when we dial and we want to get an information, we start interacting that the voice on the other side of the telephone keeps on guiding us for the type, the nature of the fault, your consumer number, etc. We had to punch the keys. So this is a very simple system and very user friendly and being deployed by most of the utilities, or I'll say the areas which are in the public service. Then we have customer care, we have the call centers. Now customer care and call centers are the back-ended operations which are generally handled through the telephone or query based, and customer cares are the front windows in the utility offices. Then we have cash collection centers where we pay our bill. They are fixed, either subdivision based, substation based, or commercial areas based, where we find and we want to support the customer so that in the most comfortable and a convenient way he can pay his bills. Now in the IT we have multiple payment gateways. IT means today we have ATM based, phone banking based, your all banking transactions depending upon the utilities, that the arrangement he has with these channels, he can exploit different gateways which will be useful to the utilities as well. If we have this automated IT related, the reconciliation of the accounts can be done simultaneously, and when it happens to be web based, the consumer can also come to know immediately. And today's, though in a limited way, many of the consumers have started paying through the internet wherever the reach and the facility is available. Now to satisfy the consumer, the fault management system is also SMS based on the mobile telephony. That is, you complain to a call center in the IVRS system, the things are logged in, then immediately to the concern, depending upon the area, the line staff on its mobile, the SMS messages are flashed where the fault exists so that it can be attended promptly. Now I just like to explain you each of the systems which I mentioned in detail. Now what should be the feature, or are the likely the features of the interactive websites? That is, a utility should accept all its applications such as the earlier I mentioned new connections, the name, load enhancements, the category changes, that is from domestic to commercial or vice versa, or industrial areas, change in the billing addresses, for disconnection of the supply, for removal of the meter or defective meter. Whenever the consumer complains, he should be able to do online itself. Consumer in the comfort of his home wants to know the details of the bills online itself, so the website should be able to provide his last paid bill, when he has paid it, secondly what is the bill or the next bill or the likely bill if it has been posted, the details of the bill. He also is looking forward to print the bill within his house itself, at his premises, when it's available online as per his requirement. Many a times the customer also wants to look for special requests and come forward, that is, he wants a meter to be read in between the normal cycles of the bill reading. That is, whenever there is a change of the tenancy or the ownership, for one reason, he has to settle the bill within the owner and the tenant. He is looking for off-cycle meter reading. Moreover, at times when he is house's premises is locked for a long time, he wants to inform the utility. Then many times the customer also wants the bill should be made available to him in his preferred language, maybe Hindi, English, the local language, the dialect that is being followed. And sometimes the consumer also are looking forward the alerts on the SMS based or on the internet based, his likely due date, what is the last date of his bill payment, or in case a disconnection has to take place, he wants to inform that he wants the information earlier so that he can take care and sort out the issue with the utility staff at the earliest. The customer also is looking forward for the newsletter, and all these is possible through the website instantly. Then not only from the customer as one of the stakeholders, the other stakeholders also, such the other business associates are also looking for the interactive websites. Like if we have a competitive procurement thing, the suppliers are looking at our websites for the tenders being posted, and even in today's world we are having online submission of the tenders also, so that his movement is also minimized, and sitting in his office premises he can do the maximum work. Now the utility also, besides running his business, is also to provide the corporate social activities also. Each of the corporates in today's world, competitive world, it has the social responsibilities, and in the power sector we have the obligation in informing the customer for the energy conservation tips so that he can keep his energy consumption requirements, thus his bills, to the minimum. Then to make the customer educated, generally the power quizzes are also being raised. Then he is also looking for generally the likely queries that he has got, if he has got the answers at his sector. This is what we mean by a interactive. That is, I put a query and I get a response from the website itself. I am able to search for my question rather than talking to various people, going to the offices, which solves the problems. He is also looking forward for all of the forms which are available, formats which are available, which are likely to be submitted for each of the business processes he has to interact with the utility, so that when he goes in a single instance, he can submit all his forms there and then and solve the issues from his side rather than making the repeat visits. Now, interactive voice response system. Basically, interactive voice response system, it is an automatic system which on a pre-recorded basis for a standard set of questions, the information is available, and this information IVRS is essentially only through the telephone network itself. It can be through our normal landlines or mobile communications. This IVRS systems is 24 hours available for 7 days a week, and it has a consistent and a good quality of the voice which are easy to understand. Now IVRS, to make it responsive to the customer, it is being supported by IVR system which is internal to this IVRS system. Now this IVR is for interactive voice response. That is, whenever you are putting a query which is in terms of a number, this query, it leads to the database of the utility pertaining to the consumer or to the network assets or to the metering or to the billing, depending upon the nature of the query, and with a request on the query of the few for certain details, the database is converted into the voice response by the IVR system, within the IVRS system when we call for it, and the response get addressed. Now this system not only helps in assisting, since this all being IT based, so each time a consumer dials, we also come to know the likely queries, the behavior pattern of a consumer, generally the problems he is facing is, so that we can address him specifically also at a later date, while minimizing the number of the complaints that we receive. Now what the customer care centers are supposed to provide, should provide, and many of the utilities they have started and it is being provided. Basically, each of us doesn't want to move to different departments within the utility. We want for each of our problems, they should be solved by the desk what has been made responsible, that is for any of the complaints or the queries or the difficulties. We enter a utility, the desk notified, there is window notified, that window fellow who is addressing my problem should be able to sort out all my problem there and then or later on, and I don't have to visit from table to table or department to department. So this is all possible if we have the information readily available at that to fellow who is sitting, who is manning the window. And this is only possible if we have an IT enabled computerized customer care center. Now what we say, mean by again when I am emphasizing on IT based, how IT helps it. You see, in the manual based system, each of the departments is a separate department and maintains his information separately. The coordination, let us say, of the accounts with the maintenance department or the bill query department or to the meter reading department is not available, updated on real-time basis. The paperwork also, if one has to look into it, there is no coordination for any consumer. If he is coming in a manual based system, one has to go umpteen records and it takes lot of time. So here in this particular system, we have a central computer on which the different departments are working on a common database. Common database, we mean each consumer is a unique identity for all its related issues, that is from the customer application being made, the number of the complaints being made, the nature of the complaints that are being made, his billing information, his bill retrieval system information, his meter numbers, his total details, his location of the house or the meters are available at a single point to the window. So the moment a fellow reaches the window on a computer, when the fellow who is manning the window, that executive on a single command of a button with some keywords is immediately able to get all the information of each of the department which a consumer is supposed to get it. Now the key components of the system are IVRS, which we have discussed just now. The another important is CTI, that is computer telephony integration. Now when we dial through our PBX lines, through the switching equipment, it has to be machine readable, that is computer readable, that our voice and the interactive key buttons are getting converted into the computer worthy language, and computer is able to further go into the soft records of the data and convert it back. Now another important in this IVRS system is automatic call distributor, that is what we call as ACD. Now let us say each of the consumer center with a common number, a toll-free number or 1921, which is electrical complaint system. There are multiple lines, and in the multiple lines it's quite possible the number of consumers making simultaneous complaints. If I have got, let us say, 20 lines, it's quite possible there are 15 people simultaneously ringing and trying to make a complaint. Now with the IVRS system, the ACD call distributor from the PBX line, it prioritizes the call and it takes the call to the desired desk who is supposed to handle his nature of a complaint and is well versed with it. So this distributor takes the call to the respective agent who is competent or capable of handling that nature of a complaint. For this purpose, the call switching equipments are being used, which in computer based could be soft or it could be hardware based in our analog technology. Now this call switching equipments and call distributor should be able to handle both analog and digital signals. Then within the server of the IT of the database, we have customer relations module where all the data related to the customer is residing. Despite to support this system, what we need first and the foremost is the customer data needs to be analyzed, so tools need to be devised for the same. So what we have, to customer continuous basis, each of the customer complaints are being analyzed so that the improvements within the systems are effected to ensure that the complaints are minimized, and the similar nature of a complaints should not be repeated. Now CRM module, what we have just now discussed, it is a software based which records each of the voice and the transactions and the customer feedbacks and uses the statistical tool which generates the MIS reports for the utility staff to improve upon and interact. Some of the features of this CRM and CAT, that is customer analysis tools, are customer rating on the basis of the behavior and payment, its consumption patterns, that is billing patterns, so that we ensure that there is no default in the payment, and we develop internally a customer satisfaction index study as well, such as on availability, quality, reliability of the power. It also helps in identifying the nature of the complaints or the faults that exist for feeding the supply to the consumer, so that a permanent remedial measures can be adopted. Now to satisfy the consumer so that we have an efficient metering, IT support is available there, which we are looking forward, and many of the utilities have also adopted it. Now the very first thing is, as we have talked, is the collection of revenue from the consumers for the commodity, that is the electricity that we supply to him. Now the charges for this billing are determined based on the tariff applicable to the consumer for the energy that is being consumed by the consumer. So the meter reading is to be very correct, timely, and bills dispatched at the earliest, so that we mobilize the revenue from the consumer at the earliest and avoid unnecessarily piling up of the revenue, which also improves the cash flow within the organization. Now, to read the meters, the following techniques are today generally being used. Presently, earlier systems have been total manual. We had electromechanical meters, which many of them have been today converted to the static meters. We have a display in the form of the disc where the units of the meter energy consumed, the digits are being displayed. So these are being taken on the ledgers. These are being taken on the ledgers by reading through the eyes of the meter reader and recorded over there. So there is a possibility of the manual errors which could be willful or non-willful, because many of our aggregate technical and commercial losses which had been taken place are based on willful as well as non-willful errors. Now, to remove the human interface, that is the possibility of the error in the meter reading, the use of the handheld devices is also in vogue. This handheld devices is nothing but a small, you can say, computer which has got preloaded data of the consumer past reading into it. The current reading which can be just plugged into the meter, the meters present day, the electronic meters have the optical ports. This handheld device is connected, just kept on the optical port, and the meter reading is downloaded into this meter reading instrument. The another online technology that is being used is automatic meter reading, which presently has been adopted for high-end consumers, that is high-value consumers whose bills are quite high. There, depending upon the billing cycle, the meter is being automatically read by remote or at the local station substation itself. So we use the various communication technologies to take down this meter reading online, which could be PSTN based, that is the modem based, which could be broadband based, which could be radio transmission unit based, which could be otherwise other wireless means, that is low power radio. You don't have to go near the meter, you have to just go in a vicinity of a meter where the meter could be read. So this we have already talked about, that is these automated devices, IT devices, are to avoid the manual human errors which had been otherwise also taking considerable time. After having read it, we come to the office, punch the meter reading into the computer, which is then from the ledger after converting is converted to the bill, and this process is a slower process. Now, the automator meter reading and the MRI reading, the handheld devices have quite popular. The static meters have got inbuilt theft prevention detection devices. That is, the various tampers which are likely to be done by the consumers are also recorded into the memory of a meter. So when I am taking meter reading instrument on a periodic basis, so that tamper data is also coming into the MRI, and so that by going through that data, the utility staff can take appropriate corrective action. Now, automatic meter reading, as I said, the meter data can be downloaded depending upon the utility requirement. For very high value consumers, it could be 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, or daily basis, or on monthly basis, that can be programmed. Generally, the meters are having memories of the data which can be stored almost for about 30-35 days. So this enables the utility to minimize aggregate technical and commercial losses also. So the consumer is also generally not encouraged to tamper with the meter, and these meters are very popular these days. Now what is there in the handheld device? Basically handheld device, it has got...
Mr. Doc, I just want to ask that in these days electronic meters are being installed at consumer premises, and instead of this electromechanical meters, but in small bases still people they don't want to replace their electromagnetic meter by this electronic meter. So what are the advantages of this electronic meter? And but we have heard about the tampering in this electronic meter also. So what do you want to ask about this?
You see, electromechanical meters, basically it's a disc operated type which are not able to sense very small consumptions. As we say, 0 watt bulb. Theoretically, practically, there is nothing like 0 watt. There is some, maybe few milliwatts of the power consumption. So electromechanical meters are not able to detect very low power consumptions because the disc needs a torque. Whereas static devices, there is nothing like inertia that is to be required. So even a very minimal of the power, if any even milliamperes current is able to flowing, it's able to detect. So basically they are right reading meters. Number 2, these electronic meters, their accuracy is maintained in the life cycle, whereas electronic meters being bearing based, so their efficiency, the accuracy is affected up to 1 to 1.5% per year. So consumer, when the meter is changed, immediately he finds his energy consumption has increased, whereas his energy consumption remains the same, but which is at actuals, so he gets a higher bill. So that's why generally there is psychology is there that this meter is bad or is not accurate. Whereas the consumer can be sure if he has a static meter with the port and is data being downloaded without the human interface, the errors would not exist at all. The effort in getting his bills or the meter reread would be further minimized and he will be more comfortable. Another thing is, if the realization is more, that is energy consumption is at the actuals, there is a possibility the next year when more people, the more recoveries are there, the pressure on the utilities to increase the tariff on account of higher purchase of the cost of the power or the losses would not be there. So paying consumers and paying for the actuals will also shield us against the future price hikes. Anything further you would like to know on this electronic meter? We can discuss it.
If you want to ask any question, you can ask at any time during the presentation. We invite your questions. Now we can go ahead.
Now the electronic meter, the data which is being downloaded, it is secured. Basically there is a microchip inside the meter and there is a application program interface, which in IT terminology we called as APIs, and which are the meter data is encrypted to make it secure so that the data cannot be tampered, and it can be done only in the server or on the PC which is authorized to de-encrypt the data and read it. So this handheld devices are very user friendly, they are very lightweight, they are versatile and affordable, they are quite cheap as well. The MRI is generally cost only around 20,000. Even a small printer can be added to the MRI. Now, as we have already discussed the AMR type, these I talk depending upon the technology. We said walk by, which are low power radio. That is, I have a measuring unit which is mounted on the pole. I go in a jeep or in a mobile van, just below the underneath the pole or within 5 to 10 meters of that pole, I am standing there, that is sitting in the van. I am able to extract the data of the meter. This is, we can do van or walk by. Another is the fixed type of the network. Fixed is, that is a modem. If I have a PSTN line, telephone modem is a part of the meter. If I have broadband, then I have a broadband modem on the line. So on continuous basis on broadband this data is transmitted. If I have a dial-up modem on the line, so as and when it is dialed from the substation, the meter I am retrieve the data on the AMR basis. Now when I say dial-up doesn't mean that one has to manually dial up. Dial-up means with a set of the logic as per the requirement, the computer, what we have just sometime earlier we talked about CTI, computer telephony integrator, on the logic and the program built into it, it will automatically dial the consumer modem at a predefined interval, hour or the date, and download all the subsequent data, that is for the last data to the present, right now the data, along with all the tempered data which will be brought into the server terminals. What benefits we get in the AMR? It is a reduction in the number of times the meter counts. One doesn't have to physically travel send a fellow. So ceiling arrangement is not required, stationery is not required, faster meter reading to cash realization, meter read, bill can be immediately raised and posted. The utility will get an improved cash flow. The tamper features of the AMR will result into improved vigilance, and which in turn will further improve the revenues. Even from this, we can also find out the likely tamper, that is generally the tamper at what time exactly it has been made, or what is the behavior of a consumer when he intervenes the system to tamper, whether he is only doing in the night time when there is no physical staff available. So this is a vigilant tool also throughout 24 hours for all 7-day basis.
Mr. Dutt, we have a short time, then just I want to ask about the spot billing. Please highlight some issues.
I'll go to the spot billing. Is basically a handheld device. It's a MRI based, and this spot billing also carries billing, since the bills are to be raised on the spot. So the handheld device has a small printer also attached to it. Now for carrying out the spot billing, it is essential to have the previous data of the consumer. So generally these MRIs are able to have the memories adequate to hold the data for about approximately 2000 consumers. So before a meter reader starts from his office, he downloads the consumers which are to be read on that particular date or a week for about 2000 consumers. He downloads the previous meter reading data of each of the consumer, which are now stored into his handheld device. On reaching the consumer premises, his hand device, he connects to the electronic meter over there. He takes down the reading optically, or if it is to be read, he punches the number of the exact number. Since the consumer, it is not only the data, the meter category of the consumer is also there. The tariffs also are available. Based on the differential readings, the meter energy data is converted into the billing data, and on the spot the bill is printed. So the consumer, he gets the bill instantly, and even these meter readers are authorized to collect the checks not in cash there and then. If some consumer wants to pay, so this fellow is in a position to collect the payment also. Thus the utility gets the fast cash. The consumer immediately comes to know that the bill has been raised, which is very accurate, which is based only on the machine data read by the machine, and he is also able to check the current present reading which is available on display over there.
So friends, this was about the spot billing, and Mr. Dhup has shared valuable information with us, and I am thankful to Mr. Dhup who shared the valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. Friends, we will again be in discussion after 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.